This is Hirara, but out of all the combos you can do, there are two combos you need to master to play smoothly. And we'll cover everything, starting with her skills, all the combos and what they're used for in each situation, her build and emblems, all the way to the tricks to make her skills come out faster. But before that, we have to start with her skills. Hirara only has two skills, but if you look closer, there are two bars below her HP. These bars are her passive, which I'll explain later. Hirara's first skill dashes twice in the direction of your analog. Her second skill throws out a fan-shaped area and everyone inside it takes damage. After 0.5 seconds, this area explodes and deals damage again. Simple, right? But if you pay attention, her first skill can be swiped into her second skill and vice versa. If you use first skill swiped into second or second skill swiped into the first, the skill has no cooldown but it consumes your passive stacks. I'll show you later how to build up those stacks faster. For now, first skill swiped into the second skill dashes once in the direction of your left analog and spins. The dash deals damage, the spin deals damage and immobilizes enemies. But if you use second skill swiped into first, she is immune in place for a second, then spins to deal damage, and dashes while dealing damage in the direction of your left analog. So which skill should you upgrade first? Here's what you need to know. The damage of all swipe skills depends on your regular second skill's damage, while the cooldown of your passive stacks depends on your first skill's cooldown. But the problem is, the skills can be upgraded 8 times while you can only reach level 15. That means you'll have to sacrifice the level of one skill. Here's how to choose. If you wanna be more mobile, prioritize your first skill. But if you wanna deal more burst, prioritize your second skill. But my recommendation is to prioritize your first skill. Before we go over all of Hirara's combos, all the way to the tricks to make her skills come out faster, you first need to understand how to play her. Hirara's farming rotation is the same as any other jungler, starting from the small monsters, then toward the buff and the XP lane. But to play her, there are two important points. First, Hirara is a hero that needs a few items and skill levels. Her power spike is at level 9 when her first skill is maxed out. Second, even though she's an assassin, she doesn't burst that much. Her gameplay is more about keeping your distance and going in and out of the fight over and over. But how should you actually go in and out? If the enemy is close to you, use the combo first skill swipe second skill swipe first skill to escape. First skill swipe immobilizes the enemy. The second skill deals damage, and because the enemy is immobilized, they take the second skill's damage twice. Then use second skill swipe to be immune and damage the enemy at the same time to then first skill to escape. But if the enemy is a bit far, use the combo first skill second skill swipe second skill swipe. Go in with first skill, then second skill and follow up with second skill swipe to be immune and dash backward twice. But these two combos are just the basics. Don't stick to them too much, you'll have to improvise on your own. Even so, there are two important points. First skill swipe works really well when comboed with second skill and second skill swipe, because it immobilizes the enemy so they take the second skill twice. Second skill swipe can be used to be immune to dangerous attacks like Guinevere's second skill, Arlaw's ult, even Franco's hook. Unfortunately, none of this matters if you buy the wrong items, so follow this guide. For the emblem, you have two options. If you want to hit harder in the early game, use the assassin emblem. But if you want to play more passively in the early game, use the marksman emblem instead. For talents, use thrill, seasoned hunter, and killing spree. The core items are cooldown boots, hunter strike, and war axe. This is an example order and other items you can use. Once you understand all that, There's one more trick that makes Hirara's skill come out faster. This trick is called input buffer. When Hirara is in the middle of her first skill or swipe skills animation, you can use another skill like first skill, second skill, even second skill swipe. Your skill gets buffered and activates right after the swipe skills animation finishes. This makes Hirara's combo smoother. In the middle of your first skill animation, Hirara can cast first skill swipe or second skill swipe. The input gets buffered, then activates after Hirara dashes twice. In the middle of your first skill swipe animation, you can cast second skill swipe, first skill, or first skill swipe. The input gets buffered, then activates after Hirara spins. In the middle of your second skill swipe animation, Hirara can cast first skill swipe, or second skill swipe. The input gets buffered, then activates after Hirara finishes being immune. This video took a long time to make, so become a channel member to get early access to future videos, and if you love this video, you'll definitely love this video too.